Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hidden Brick, where today we're doing part 2 of the build of the Misfortune's Keep. This is Lego Ninjago set number 70605. This is how far we made it in part 1. If you missed part 1, check it out. There's a link down below. We're not going to really get into a lot of that because, you know, we're assuming that you've already watched part 1. So we're on to bag number 3. There's one instruction book, so we're not switching instruction books or anything. We're just more or less going through all of the bags kind of as we get there. So the first part we built those small accessory pieces, which were okay. Lloyd's is definitely a lot more massive than Flintlocks. So we do have our next minifigure, one of the Air Pirates. He's got the cool sword with the skull printed on the little handguard piece. See if it'll focus on that, not on the face. There it is. That's a cool little sword. What's this guy's name? This is Bucko. And they do give you extra swords, which I'm a fan of. Especially a cool sword like that. So we'll move Bucko off to the side because we're now continuing the big flying ship. So what do we got here? We have some of the wooden pieces that are just kind of strapped on here, kind of making up the steampunk-esque look of the vehicle. So we have all these wedge plates, kind of like that. We have 3 of the baby bow shapes. Those will help hold everything together. Oh, we have a sticker number 6. It's a long sticker to go in right here on this tile. There we go. It's easy enough. Looks pretty straight. It's hard to get those on straight, but it looks like I nailed it pretty well. Alright, so for the other side, kind of going to repeat the same detailing with our wedge plates. Actually, it's going to be slightly different. Looks like, maybe. That goes there. And we have more of the baby bow shapes to hold it all together again. Let's see, we're going to turn it facing this way. So we have some, put it on the table. Some bricks to put on. I have this 3x3 corner wedge brick. Can't recall ever seeing that brick. I may have some, just can't remember last time I got one. There's some Technic pins in here. This piece with a inverted slope. Slide that under there. Attaches perfectly there. So another one of these 8x8 plates with the see-through kind of graded lattice type piece. Another wedge plate at the back. Alright, so we have 2 of the same element to build. Go ahead and do them both at the same time. This is more of these kind of like wood pieces and panels kind of slapped together on the side of this airship, because it's supposed to look like something that they built with scraps and bits and pieces of wood and metal. So that's what all this looks like, is just broken up wood. A couple of these 1x5 Technic plates. Those both go there. Have some plates with Technic pinholes on the side. And some square anti-tiles. Turn it back over, another 1x5 Technic plate. And then two of the 2x2 bow shapes. Bow curves. Alright, so take both of these and slide them in. That friction pin that's on that one piece. So that's good. Now we have two cannons. We're going to put these non-friction pins with a stud on the end. They slide right inside those bars on the side of the cannon. And they're going to attach to this Technic beam with the bar on the end. And then those bars slide into these axle holes on these Technic plates. So that fits perfectly in there. I'm not quite sure what is supposed to be folding or not, so I'll go ahead and leave it open like that until we, well, now that I say that, the next sheet of the instructions say to fold this up like this. We have two pins that go here. Two Technic plates. Those will both go there. You can see they line up just like that. Technic brick. Some tiles on here, the red plate here. Alright, so this attaches to those pieces there. It's still kind of wobbly, but we'll attach some bricks to it and make it more stable. This one piece, so we're going to attach it in here and up here. So that goes there, and oops, actually I had it wrong. Let's go this bottom, this black Technic pinhole at the bottom there, and up here on this one. And then this gray piece slides in right there. Okay, we're going to repeat it for the other side. It's similar, just mirrored version of it. So, just like before, slide those in there, push this gray piece through there. Close it up, turn this around, we'll put some tiles, plate, some more tiles. So these colored plates more or less help identify the front and back, red being the back, green being the front, as we're continuing to build this. So you can see we've got our cannons that fold down, fold back up. We've got a pretty solid frame there. You can see I can lift it just by holding on to that and nothing's falling off. So looking pretty sturdy so far. Alright, so that completes bag 3. Now we're on to our 4th bag. Okay, so here we go with our 4th bag. We have our 4th minifigure. It's Jay. And Jay has this sword sheath, goes on his back. He has eye patch, it's eye patch Jay. He also has normal, kind of a smirkish grin, kind of a worried grin on his other side. I like eye patch Jay. And his hairpiece is right here. Two of these golden swords can go in the little sword sheath on the back. That's a pretty cool little piece. And there should be an extra sword in here. Yep, there it is. So I'll put that off to the side with all our other extra pieces. So that's Jay. One of our standard ninjas. Okay, so we're going to build a little piece that's going to be separate from the airship, and we'll attach it to the ship once we get it on, or get it mostly complete. So once again, we're starting with Technic pieces, testing the strength of our fingertips as we push each one of these pins in there. We have this large plate that these Technic bricks will attach to. That's the beauty of the Technic brick, is it attaches to studs, but also allows Technic pieces to be attached to the sides of it. It's just another wonderful, ingenious thing about the whole interlocking brick system that Lego is. A couple 2x2 bricks. Got some 1x4 plates, another 1x6, and then we have this kind of a dark reddish tan color. A couple of these Technic bricks with plates in between. These will both attach sideways on these Technic pins. So you can see the studs are now facing backwards. And we have 4 more friction pins to add to those that we just put on there. Have these little wheels kind of like blade wheels. These will both go there and there. So that looks pretty cool. Build a, oh, that one's gone, just dropped it. Hopefully they give us an extra, because I'm not picking it up. We're going to build a little Technic mechanism, some sort of gearbox. It's attached to a Technic brick. There. This slides through there. I have a pin joiner that's going to act as a spacer. Another one of these knuckle gears. That goes there. You can see when I turn this black axle, the gears are interlocking and turning this red axle. Put another one of these thin lift arms there. Okay, so this mechanism will attach there. The yellow knuckle gear will go there, and this one will fall right in there. It's actually kind of hard to turn now because that a blue piece is actually a friction pin, so it makes it pretty hard to turn. Alright, so we need to get one of these pieces out of the unnumbered bag of large parts. It's a sail mast, one of these large pre-molded pieces. Has a lot of Technic pinholes in it. So as you can imagine, we're going to start putting some pins on here. 4 of these non-friction with a stud on the end. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Have a box with a door. There's 2 pinholes right here. They're going to attach to these 2 friction pins on the side. And this is a body panel that will go right there, kind of cover up that mast a little bit, so now it looks less of a sail mast and more of like just part of the body of the ship. Couple bow shapes here. This will attach to that friction pin on the back. Get our other one out. Kind of repeat the same steps. It's just going to be opposite hand. piece there, and then this one up here attaches there, creating a real long tail piece for the ship. Now the body elements. Turn this over, a couple orange plates, just like the other side. Attaches perfectly on there. Okay, let's bring over the ship. This will go right there. See how long it's getting? I'm zoomed out pretty far, so I can't get it all in the frame yet. It's okay because we're still doing a lot of building, so I don't want to be zoomed out too far, or else you really won't be able to see what we're doing. Two of these elements. There we go. So that interlocks this with the frame below. So it's going to be a very, very, very strong build. Very strong. Very, very, very. Alright, we have five of these things. Oops, I'm knocking stuff off. There was already one over there, so we only had to add the other five that were missing. And this piece slides on there. So that's kind of our lever to be able to move anything. Now we have these blue axles with pins and a red axle here. That'll also give us the leverage to turn that. Three bricks, a couple plates, two studs. That one's getting away from me. I'll just leave it over there. They give us extras. Okay, next we have a panel tile. One of these disc launching pieces, which I'm not sure if we'll actually launch some discs with it. It says don't shoot your eye out, so I imagine we'll probably use it as a disc launcher. Basically repeating the same element on this side. The stud. Piece there. Alright, so how cool is that? We're making some progress. We've got quite a bit built of it so far. You can kind of see how it's coming along. And then remember, we have these from our first video. So quite a bit going on. Not bad. So we're going to end this portion of the build right here. We have one more part left. It's going to complete bags 5 and 6 and all of the other, detail elements to this big ship. So thanks again for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any other parts. Also check out my other videos. Got a ton of Ninjago build videos on my channel. There should be a playlist. Check it out. You could probably spend a few days just watching that without stop. You can binge on it. So thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow.